All right, welcome back. It's your host, Delano, on the FanWire podcast. We're about to give you the breakdown of the matchup that's going to be tonight between the Washington Mystics and the New York Liberty. So, the New York Liberty are coming into town, playing at the Care First Arena over in Southeast D.C. And this is going to be a great test for our squad because they have perennial all-stars. They have great players. They have former Washington Mystics players. And we're going to see what happens, right? So when it comes to the Washington Mystics in this matchup, they're going to have to go against Natasha Cloud. That's the new point guard for the New York Liberty, former Washington Mystics player. And her defense is top notch. It's always been top notch. And she can get a bucket and she can pass the ball. So she's a great addition to their team, right? Now, when it comes to the other players, you got Stewie. You got Breana Stewart. Great future Hall of Famer, right? Then you also have Breana don't hold me against the last name. I say it right half the time and say it wrong the other half, so don't hold it against me. Breana Stewart. Yeah, don't hold it against me. But anyway, they got her. She a dog. She a beast. She can shoot the three. So this is going to be a tough matchup. But the one thing I know about Natasha Cloud is she's going to punch you in the mouth. Not figuratively, but basketball-wise, right? She's going to test you and see what you're really about. So this is a great test for our rookies and our younger players. But I think that we can run into a problem or some trouble or some challenges regarding our point guard play, right? So with the defensive pressure that Natasha Cloud and some of the other players are bound to put on our team, we might run into some issues. I don't want to say we're going to get exposed, but we might run into some issues. So we'll see what happens, right? All right, so when it comes to the New York Liberty, let's see what his injury report is looking like, because the injury report is very critical to how we play, right? And this goes for both teams. So Naira Sabally is out, and also Jonquel Jones is day-to-day. So she might play, she might not. She could be the real key to this game. So it can be some real battles if she's playing down low. If Breana Stewart is the only low post threat for the New York Liberty, we might have some issues with guard play when it comes to bringing up the ball. Look for Sonia Citron to probably be one of our primary ball handlers after, let's say, second half, after halftime, because it could be one of those things where it's like, hey, we got to have our I play with the shortest handles bringing the ball up. Look for Jay Melbourne to definitely have a big role with bringing up the ball, but I'm looking for Sonia Citron to take that role tonight. But that can also impact her ability to score, because it'd be great to have somebody to be able to help facilitate the ball to her so that she can do her thing. But if she has to play point and be the primary defender, I'm not sure how that's going to fold or how it's going to go regarding if she's going to be tired or winded in the fourth quarter. But we'll see. All right, so regarding the New York Liberty, Breana Stewart is having a great year. She's averaging about 20 points a game and 5 rebounds. And if you watched the game last night, she was a killer against the Golden State Valkyries. Golden State Valkyries is an expansion team, so I thought it wasn't going to be as close of a game, but it was a very close game. But Breana Stewart took and put New York on her back. So hopefully we won't have a repeat tonight. Hopefully we'll be on the other end of this game. All right. So if Jonquel Jones plays, that's about another 16, 17 points, along with about 10 rebounds. So if she doesn't play, that's a big piece away from this team. So we're looking for her not to play, but we'll see. All right. So Breana Stewart, that's the name. I got it. Breana Stewart is averaging about 16 points a game. I thought she would be averaging more, but when you have new pieces like Natasha Cloud, you gotta sacrifice a little bit to get a little bit, right? All right, so 3-point wise, she is shooting about 30% from 3-point line. And one more thing about Jonquel Jones, she's shooting 47% from 3. So if she's not playing, that's a good thing. Trust me. Believe it. All right. Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud is averaging about 13, 14 points a game with about 5 rebounds and close to 8 assists a game. So she's going to be, and she plays great pressure defense. If the matchup for tonight could possibly even be Natasha Cloud and Natasha Cloud. I'm tripping. Natasha Cloud and Sonya Citron. Or Natasha Cloud could be on Brittany Sykes. So it's just a matter of what poison you want to take, right? So if she's playing defense on Brittany Sykes, that means that Breana Stewart is probably going to be checking Sonya Citron. So either way, whoever's Stewart is checking, we may have a little bit of an advantage there. So we'll see how this goes. But I think that this is going to be a tough game. It can go either way, but I think we're going to get it. It'll be very close. It might be like a 1 or 2 point game. All right, so now let's talk about our Washington Mystics. Our Washington Mystics are, let's see here. And while I'm looking that up, the ESPN is actually saying that New York Liberty will beat us by 11 points. I don't see that. No way, no how. It's going to be a close game. Trust me. All right. And they're saying that there is a 75% chance, roughly 76% chance, that Liberty is going to get this win. I don't like those odds. We're going with our Washington Mystics. Freak it. All right. So, let's talk about the Washington Mystics. We're currently 3-3. We lost some games we should have won. And injuries. Sika Cone is day-to-day. So she's a good energy player that comes off the bench as a forward. And, of course, we already know about Georgia Amore. All right. So now, let's talk about what we project. Brittany Sykes is currently averaging about 22 points. I know she's going to have a high dosage tonight. Look for her to have 23, 24 points and a lot of free throws like normal. And Sonya Citron, 13 points. But if and that school is checking her primary responsibility, I look for her to have 17 to 18 points. And Kiki Erfin, this could be a tough challenge. However, we have a great rotation of big women, and I expect Kiki to have, let's say, 11 to 10 points, and we're looking at her to have, I want her to have a double-double, but let me say 7 rebounds. All right. Also, let's talk about Shakira Austin, because she's going to be an X factor in this game. I know it. So with Shakira playing, look for her to have 7 to 8 points and 10 rebounds. I think she's going to hit the glass really hard. I think so. But let's see how this goes. All right. So again, we're looking at us to get a it's going to either be a very close win or a very close loss. They're saying 11-point victory by the New York Liberty. I'm not rocking with that. Not happening. So we'll check back in with y'all after the game and see what's popping. All right. Again, this is your host Delano on the FanWire podcast. We out and about. But when we get to it, when we shoot, we score. Catch y'all on the next one.